Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Arethian Nights. I am your game master, and it's my duty and pleasure to curse these wonderful people with misfortune and devastation. We'll do our intro a little bit shorter this time, but we'll go ahead and let these wonderful people tell you who they are and where you can find them, and then we'll dive back in because these people are in an interesting spot. So we will start with Dewdrop.
Hey, my name is Dewdrop. Well, no, my name is actually Glyza, but I'll be playing Dewdrop today. You can find me everywhere by looking for at Classical Glyza all over the internet. If you have found an at Classical Glyza, guess what? You have found me. And that's it.
All right, next up, Sir Monolith.
I'm Pat Sir Monolith on the socials. I may, well, indeed, one of these days grace them with my presence again, but it will not be this day. So just come to Ree's channel if you want to find me.
All right, next up, Akira.
Hi, I'm Kira858. It's about time Ree revealed his true intentions as a DM. And I'm playing the wonderful Aspen. That's me.
Next up, Layla.
Hi, I'm Ari. Ree already announced who I am playing, so that's who I am playing. I'm not really on social media much these days, so I'm here.
And last but certainly not least, Earthringer.
What's up, y'all? This may be my last time being this paladin because Ree trying to kill me. But yeah, I'm Ursa Ringer. I play Reagan Pero. And y'all know where to find me. YouTube at Ursa Ringer, Twitch at Ursa Ringer, all that fun stuff. But enough prolonging the inevitable. Have mercy upon us, Ree.
This is fully the consequences of your own actions. But it does.
See, that's a no. That was an honest plea.
It does.
And he still treats us like this.
It does bring me pleasure to bring them about. So, as we rejoin our party, you all have just defeated a dragon-possessed elder brain undead creature. As Axel has just recently been freed from an attempted compulsion of his mind, I ask the five of you, what would you like to do now?
I'd say you could let me go, but I guess I need you now. Thanks, new dragon friend.
Oh,
Is it
was
your
Umbra?
Drake, or is Umbra who Axel's riding on, or were you riding on them? Oh no, you were riding on the new dragon.
Yeah, I was
You and
right
your
on
sister on the new dragon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
you were on Umbra, I believe.
Thanks, Umbra.
Umbra, of course. Not of course. Do you speak Draconic by chance?
Nope.
So you just hear mwah, 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 mwah. But in Draconic, he essentially says, no problem. It was a fun ride, essentially.
I hope that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a cheekiness on his cheek. Umbra definitely has a mischievous streak to him, but
Reagan can't see him because he's being carried like this.
Yeah,
So he's just like,
right.
I hope that's a good thing.
That's true. Aspen, while on the back of the spirit, will definitely turn around and give Aileen a massive hug and say, "What happened? How did you get here?"
I was asked to investigate some rumors, a vision from one of all. And she pauses and looks at the others for a moment. I was asked to investigate a vision about a dragon, and it transformed itself into a lich to escape death. Appears that was not entirely the story. Not prepared for the elder brain brain's abilities. I'm surprised you found me. I don't believe I told you where I was going.
No, you did not. Fortunately, there were some external pointers given by individuals letting me know that you were possibly in danger. I didn't expect or think you would be in the circumstances that you were, but I wasn't going to let anything happen to you all the same. This is 2 for 2, by the way. Keep your receipts.
You and your friends have grown a lot. I am impressed.
Yes, they are. It's very interesting how I used to view adventurers at the beginning and how they have changed my mind so much. I appreciate that.
And to the rest of you, I thank you for your assistance. It is good to see there are people still willing to do good.
Well, it's Axel's like partially, probably looks all mangled.
Dewdrop does not reply because Dewdrop is still a cloud.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought you
Just see some
were
spark,
cloud, yeah.
like lightning
Language
bolts.
of cloud.
Layla
Language
keeps
of the
trying
clouds.
to like get close enough to Axel so she can slap him with the cure wounds. But they're in the air and it's kind of hard, so she keeps being like, "Come here."
Yeah, certainly
Yeah, pretty good. Yep. Oh.
interesting. Perhaps I can help. And she will cast Mass Cure Wounds on all of you.
Nice.
Oh.
That is extremely pleasant.
Makes me feel all tingly.
Actually, she's pretty powerful, so I will say she can cast Heal. Oh, yeah, Heal on you, not Mass Heal. But so you will all get. So there's 5 of you. I do math. You all will gain, let's say, an even 30 health.
Thank you, Eileen.
Feel the healing magic soothe your injuries. You feel them begin to stitch themselves back together. I don't suppose you all have any way of purging this place.
I was going to pray about it.
There were
Well, I
millions.
figured now that yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say there were millions, it appears to be, creatures, undead creatures down there. I can imagine the amount of radiant power necessary to purge such a massive swarm of creatures.
Not be easy.
Well, I don't think that they're all. I don't know if they're all still alive or unalive, I guess. And remember, we saw them as we were escaping, kind of like all fall down as the dragon died. So I was thinking that maybe the dragon, dragons have hordes, right? Maybe dragon was hiding some treasure down there, in his little undead necropolis thing place.
Layla's looking down to see if she sees any of the undead still moving.
I'm looking. You don't think so? It's very hard to see from where you are. It's these kind of piles of corpses, effectively, but you don't see anything moving.
I'm going to take a piece of my sealing wax that I have in my in my bag of holding, and I'm gonna chuck it at a building and see if anyone reacts.
Throws
What are
sealing
you-
wax.
What are you
Shh.
doing?
Making sure they're dead. Permanently.
Nothing happened.
I think they're permanently gone.
You know, you could have asked, and Aspen would go ahead and perform his what we call it, the primeval awareness to give everything but monstrosities to see if there's still that massive swarm left remaining within a mile.
Your senses pass over as much of the city as you can reach, and you don't sense anything.
It seems that there is nothing around. I guess after the undead dragon was defeated, the consciousness associated with the undead creatures must have vanished because I can't feel anything in my senses. In regards to your question, Axel, as a dragon myself, usually I am normally very averse to attacking forests because that's what adventurers did to us. They would attempt to enter our home, assuming our horde was ready for the taking, and our family done the business. In this circumstance, however, this dragon was no longer a dragon, so I'm down for that cause. Especially after what he does to my sister. Retribution is in place.
That was downright rude.
Indeed. And Aspen will look over to Reagan and says, by the way, Reagan, it did not, I definitely took notice of what you've done to help my sister along the way. I know that, certain individuals from different locations may look down upon you because you don't follow that previous deity, the god of light. What was his name?
Well, friend, I don't know about saying it here.
Well, whatever his name is, I'm going to call him Old Otis. Old Otis over here assumed left you remaining, left you out of here. And if he can't see how good of a paladin that you are, then that's his loss. And old Otis could go eat a sandwich somewhere. I don't care.
I hate you for that. I hate you for that. Over the table, I hate you for that. And you know why. Friend, that's...
Hey, I would try to give an excuse for him to get the name, otherwise old Otis was coming out. Sorry, go ahead.
Friend, that's such a kind word. I was more than happy to help your sister. She's family, after all. But I just want everyone to get along and understand the value of worshiping everyone's respective deity. And perhaps the deities can come to respect each other. But all things considered, it doesn't look like that's going to be anytime soon.
Well, if they can't get the message, you are definitely showing a prime example of what your creed represents. Because all the other deities that portray themselves to be of light and radiant and holiness, they were around here. They definitely were attempting to help. So you're doing your new goddess a solid. She is actually lucky to have you. I hope you remember that.
Reagan beams. He is tired, but he beams. He truly appreciates this, you can tell.
Yeah. Aspen keeps notice, those who helps out his family, who are like among the most important people in his life, he keeps them. He takes notes. All right. Well, I'm assuming we would like to ransack this undead location. Do you all wish to rest first before we do, or do you want to just dive right in?
I think
Oh, go ahead.
Dewdrop says, I think we should get a good rest. But instead of hearing that, you hear, oh. Oh.
Wait, is that in Primordial? Is that in
No,
Primordial?
it's in Cloud.
Aquan.
It's in Rain Cloud.
No,
Dang
it's
it.
not the same.
Rain
Okay,
cloud
okay.
is primordial, silly.
No, it's not the same.
Dewdrop, 1 lightning bolt for rest, 2 for no. Rest it is.
Rest.
How'd you come up with that?
I
I
mean,
need to.
That's why we can't have nice things. This is why I read drinks.
He had the glass of wine on the side of his desk.
It's not just because he's trying to look like, you know, a smoldering author working hard and getting inspiration from the bottle. It's because he just gets so much mounting frustration from the shenanigans of Liza.
What? I think it's a
so-
good shenanigan.
Dewdrop,
It's-
can
it
you make
sounds
tacos when
like-
you're in Stormcloud 4?
It sounds like you.
I think
all
she
wish
said
to
rest
take a
5
rest.
times.
So, are you all looking to take a short? I'd say you could take a short rest, definitely. A long rest is not very, unless you have spells to affect the environment, like
I have a druid
what is
grove.
it? Does Druid Grove make an environment?
Yeah. Pretty sure I have a druid grove.
I remember you mentioning it before.
It protects an area outdoors or underground.
Wow.
Okay, wait. Okay, there's. I would say there are enough buildings around that you all could stay inside one of those, so that'd be fine.
You know, that's
could
gonna be the
cast
mustiest
in-
beds in the
It
universe,
will be,
dog.
it'll be very unpleasant.
Why can't I use my Druid Grove?
Druid Grove does not create a place. It will create one of a number of effects that you pick, but it doesn't create an actual building. So you need an actual building to be in. Unless you have a different spell that I'm not.
Is there any trees around?
No. It's a
Like
city.
underground giant.
Typically,
trees?
trees don't grow to be massive in
I
size.
mean,
while
there
underground.
could be some underground trees. There could be mushrooms, like big
There
mushrooms.
There could be, but there is not.
Oh well.
Reagan is vigorously, well, if you're offering the building for refuge, Reagan would vigorously be prestidigitationing like his sleep space.
Layla over here joining you.
So you find
Come
a
on, we
building.
gotta-
It's
We
kind
gotta
of
get out of there.
You guess it used to be a governmental office of some sort. It's about no, it's one floor, but it's pretty wide, maybe 500 feet across. So kind of like a very, very large space that you see. The roof on either side is missing large chunks of it. What you guess was probably furniture has long since rotted away, and there are definitely corpses inside. But you all are welcome to spend the time to clean and to make it as comfortable as you like. I don't think you pack cleaning stuff in your bags. Prestidigitation
We are
will
cleaning
work.
stuff.
Yeah, you will just clean it in 5-foot cubes for a long time.
That's
Yeah.
plenty.
That's quick.
That's fine.
But yeah, I'm going to
Just play
cast
some-
the
some
No,
music,
no,
too.
no. It's
Outside.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Cubes.
You could play. You guys can play Elvish music as you clean with 10-foot cubes. but we'll say, working together, it'll take you about, let's say, an even hour to clean everything out to make it reasonably comfortable. It's still
Reagan
pretty
is-
smelly.
Definitely
Um,
poking the undead with his great sword. Just,
It's not
and
pleasant.
giving it the divine sense. Just going.
Very dead.
I know you
It's
looked
very
at him, but
not
I'm just.
Very not pleasant. While you're doing this, we will say Eileen is going to
Desecrating
cast
the bodies,
prayer.
Reagan.
Eileen is going to cast prayer of healing as well to help further your healing throughout this time. Is anyone keeping watch while you sleep, or Are you all just sleeping? inside?
I'm going to set up the Druid Grove anyway around us so that it makes it difficult for anybody to attack us. I invoke the spirits to protect an area. And this is our and it lasts and I specify every one of us as a friend and are immune to the effects.
Dewdrop, I know. Of course we're friends. We've been over this.
Yeah, so basically,
Reagan's off the
there's
list.
a fog that reaches 10 feet high that forms around the building. And there's weeds and vines just appearing out of nowhere on the outside. And basically, any creature that isn't immune to this effect will basically be entangled by the spell, and their movement is, I think, it costs
It's
two extra
difficult
feet,
terrain.
whatever. It just makes it like super difficult and whatever. So it gives us more relaxed time, I guess. More comfortable time to relax.
And
then
with this, you are also able to make these weeds and vines as seating or beds if you so choose. So since you all are immune, you all watch as this fog that looks more like soft mists with beautiful motes of green light floating amongst it begins to fill up the room you all are in. Thick vines, thorns, and other plant life begins to almost reclaim it as chairs, seats, and tables rise up out of the ground. Life retakes from death. All are able to get a full long rest.
Oh, yippee.
Nice.
Ooh,
Thank you, Glyza.
Yes, Lord.
Refill your character slots. If you are switching out any spells, you may do so now. And the next day, I ask you all. Well, actually, you have no idea what time it is. But I ask you all what you would like to do.
Good morning, everyone. I think it's morning. Is it morning?
It's hard to tell, especially in this underground location. But
Sure feels like it.
It's very difficult
Axel
to keep
comes.
track of time.
Axel
under
comes
here.
back, flipping across the camp in front of Reagan. I'm feeling great. $1,000,000, million gold.
Why would you want 1,000,000 deer?
What's that?
Why would you want 1,000,000 deer, friend? You can't be that hungry.
1,000,000 deer. Well, it's just nice to keep a stockpile, right? That way you never have to worry.
Ah, where are they?
Man, this is a nice horde. I would like
They
to see this
wandered
horde.
off while I was asleep.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm sure it would have gone
It's
great
okay.
in the
They're still in our
tacos.
lands. We can find them later.
Eileen, have you had tacos before?
No, I can't say I have.
Like,
Well,
his neck jerks over to Aspen. You haven't
Yeah.
told your sister about tacos?
Haven't gotten the chance to. Remember, most of the experiences that I had when I was with you all very new. We didn't have that where we come from. So, as you can see, I wasn't lying.
Reagan literally gets on his knees and goes over to Dewdrop. Dewdrop, please tell me we have a spare taco. Please.
Can I have a spare taco, Mr. Dungeon Master? As packed lunch.
Sure. You all have a bag of holding. I would say you could have. You all are at a high enough level that you'd remember to pack food and water for your journeys. So if you wanted for
We still got
tacos,
cookies from the festival because we never ate them.
That's
you
true.
did not.
Those
You
special
never ate-
cookies.
I think you didn't eat cakes either. That you got.
Mhm.
That
That was so
you
long
have,
ago.
plenty of food to choose from. So if you want tacos to be amongst that,
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely.
Some in the bag of holding that Layla's carrying over there.
Layla, could you please hand me a taco?
She's still passed out on her little bed.
She will be awake for another 2 hours.
Reagan looks visibly conflicted. He's going on one hand tacos, on the other hand, don't disturb Layla. This is hard. This is really hard. I must do push-ups.
That's the answer is push-ups.
Hey, you know he trains every morning, so
Also, because yesterday's last episode was so hectic, I did not get the chance to write down the notes of the vision I saw after I killed the dragon. Could you retell what that vision was?
I will write that up and send it to you because I don't remember the whole thing verbatim.
Okay.
I don't want to give you incorrect information. But yeah, I will write it up for you. Or I might just clip it from the actual episode. But yeah, I'll get it to you.
Okay.
Is there something specific you wanted to know about the vision now?
I knew that it felt important, so I think Aspen Layla's not awake now, so he probably would not say it now. He'll probably wait till later. Aspen will look over and says, I'm pretty sure Layla will want to participate in the treasure hunting. Should we just wake her up to say we're about to go? Or should we allow her? Layla's awake?
Yeah, that's where we got the taco from.
You guys are very loud.
Is
Taco.
Layla, can I have the taco now, please?
Take it. Take it.
Many thanks, friend. Many, many thanks. Ali, taco.
Layla eat it?
Yeah, she looks at it for a moment. She is for a moment. You see the utter confusion at everything that just took place, and there were like 30 seconds. But she looks at it attentively. Begins eating it. Actually, I just roll a dice to see how she feels.
Oh, don't do that. You know who Dewdrop made the most excellent tacos. Don't play with the people.
Roll the dice.
Don't play with
I must roll the die. It was in the bag of
what?
holding. This is disrespectful.
That is very
is
disrespectful.
Very well prepared, though it is not my personal favorite food. That is. You appreciate the offer and the gift. Very kind.
Yeah, we're carnivores.
There's meat in the taco.
There is.
We like a lot more meat. But tacos are good.
Well, Reagan, if you cook it enough, there's a lot of meat down there.
Aspen will walk over to Layla. Are you still asleep?
No. I'm waking up. Putting all of her hair up in a ponytail.
How tired are you?
Why?
You just lay on top of Umbrella and just fly next to us. Like you're taking the power nap.
While we're doing what?
You could lay on top of Umbra while we're going to investigate the area. So therefore, you got like a flying bed. of sorts.
Wait, this is treasure?
Yeah, we're about to head to the treasure.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, never mind.
I'm gonna cast giant insect on an insect that I see, so that I don't have to fly. I can just ride an insect.
Sure. There can be insects here. Why not?
Reagan is moping
We'll
over the
say that.
taco.
Say you find a fly that you can enlarge for some unreasonable reason. Reagan's moping is acknowledged. Sadness is.
It's the perfect combination of flavors. I don't understand.
Hmm.
So I think you guys are attempting to look for treasure. Is that correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the city is divided into three layers, three tiers. Are you all dividing yourselves up to search, or are you going through it together?
Together, just to be on the safe side. We know
Yeah, I also vote together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's wrong with splitting the party? Nothing bad happened last time.
Yeah, we're all alive.
Exactly. We're happy, healthy, and alive.
So I need for any one of you, doesn't matter, to roll me a d10.
It
Okay.
has begun. Oh, you got it? All right.
Oh wait. Oh.
I
Oh,
got
you
it.
got it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I thought he meant all of us. Okay.
Anyone.
I
2.
mean, I tried to roll it. There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah, it's on the thing. So you will all mount your bugs, dragons, and whatever, and you begin to search. You decide. We'll say you decided to start from the bottom and go up, and as you are moving, we'll say since it was Kira who rolled, Aspen, you noticed something.
no, it was Dewdrop.
Oh, I know it was Dewdrop that rolled.
Mhm.
No, Dewdrop, even better.
Sorry, Ree. Before we continue, I actually can make up to 5 wasps giants. So for everyone, they can have their own wasp giant.
Giant fly. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you can all have your own custom bugs to fly on.
Thank you.
Weeps.
I call a beetle. If there's a beetle, I totally want a beetle.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you are flying, you find an area of the city about kind of southwest from where the dragon, the undead dragon, had been resting, where almost everything is gone. The only item that you see is this blackened, almost hand that is holding a sphere made of dark black glass. This sphere is almost, just looking at it, you think it may be around 130 feet across. And it is laying in this almost dirty black and bronze metal hand. Do you approach?
So
Rather,
is
what do you
the
do?
sphere itself like 130 feet, like wide diameter?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's big.
That's massive.
Well, what kind of a vibe is it? Can we do a vibe check?
I would say no. You can't vibe check a sphere.
Well,
It doesn't really have
what would be the
vibes.
equivalent of
What are the
a
vibes
vibe?
of the sphere?
Oh.
Is it dark and scary sphere? Is it light and airy? Is
Just
it
Like,
looks
do I
I'm
look at it and
blackened?
crap my
Do,
pants, or
I will say, I believe Reagan can detect magic with
Yeah.
their
Yep. With a
special
sight.
eyes.
Yep.
So the rest of you see a kind of blackened, almost dull metal sphere. Reagan, what you see is very difficult to describe. You've seen magic before, but compared to this is like staring at the sun, whereas everything else had been small candle flames. It is a orb that shines as bright as a star, though you can see it is dimmer, and you've never seen the school of magic for this. It's almost roll me an Arcana check to see if you have any idea what this means.
Let's go, Reagan. Let's see what happens. Accurate. 6.
No, it is beautiful to look at, but you have no idea.
That has a
How
lot
beautiful.
of. Oh, what's Aspen do?
Aspen
Oh,
is going to do a similar thing. He's going to cast Detect Magic, see, and can I do a Arcana check to see if I can get an understanding?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Axel's gonna wander a little bit closer to see if he can get a better look at it.
Okay. You get closer. You don't have any way of detecting magic, so to you, you just see this massive dark glass sphere.
Reagan would say, "Hold on, friend.
Just like,
There's a lot of unknown magic
whoa.
in that thing."
I mean, it's just so
16.
beautiful, though.
It is. It's actually kind of hard to look at,
What was your?
but we don't know what it does.
What was your result, Aspen?
23.
Just
23.
poke
That's
it with the
pretty
sharp end.
high. So between your detect magic and arcana check, you can feel that despite this thing's appearance, it is filled with a massive amount of magic. You can also tell that whatever has happened to it has put it in some sort of dormant state. And I would say with a 23, you gather that touching it would be a very bad idea, especially if you are not someone with experience or understanding with high levels of magical power. You can roll me a history check to see if you know what this is.
Oh, okay. That is not as good.
Axel, don't touch it.
Oh no, where'd Axel go?
That is good.
Is Axel trying to touch the sphere?
He was warned off by his friend Reagan here is trying to keep him on the straight and narrow.
All right. Aspid with
Reagan's
a 20,
like,
with
"No."
a 17.
Oh, sorry. No, it was 17 on the dice. So that's a 24.
Oh, 24. Okay, goodness. Okay, actually, with that, I would say it takes you a moment to match it with the image in front of you, but you recognize this as an item, an artifact of legend, an item called a mythalar. It is something that was created by an ancient civilization of magic users. Exactly what is known about these people are still debated, most of which is believed to be legends. They were people who attempted to build a culture that did not rely on the divine, that was almost challenging the gods. And then something happened to them. This item, from what you've heard, makes other magical items, lesser magical items, regain their power faster. But with your high roll, I would say the legend, the myth that comes to your mind are the stories of this civilization's floating cities. But that's all that you know.
Okay. Mythalar was made by an ancient civilization of magic users who didn't want to rely on the divine. The item, you said the item itself makes magical items regain their magic faster? Correct? But you said a person shouldn't touch it unless they have a high magical prowess, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, so Aspen will essentially relay that information and say, Axel, unless you are well versed in arcane, I would not recommend touching that. This is a Mythalar, essentially assigned to, I'm not sure why it's here, but it's was born from a ancient civilization that relied entirely on magic, not associated with the divine. It's meant to help magic items regain their luster. but in order to be able to use it, you have to have a high magical prowess. Otherwise, it can be very dangerous. Would I know when in regards to magic? I know divine is out of the picture. Would like nature magic, like Dewdrop, be suitable, or is it just arcane?
You don't know for sure. The few legends you have are not even second-hand accounts. They're reportings from a person who heard from another person all the way down, and you know that they're always described them as people who could use a magic. So you don't know if druids or nature magic would count, or if these people would have not considered that to be true magic or not.
Druids aren't real magic. It's fine.
Aspen will look over to Aileen and says, because Aileen is much older. Has mom or dad? Well, dad's not old enough. Have moms? Any of our moms ever talked to you about this? They're like thousands of years old. Ooh.
It's not really my expertise. These people were not exactly in my of interest. History was never really my thing. It is possible. I think the stand wasn't originally a hand, but that's about as far as I can go. It looks different than the picture books I've seen.
And neither of our moms ever talked to you about this civilization or this org or anything like that.
No, most of my lessons were focused on fighting with an axe or hammer, but I never exactly asked. Maybe we can find a scholar.
I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
All right, you toss a rock, and it flies in, and as soon as it would make contact with this orb, turns into nothing.
Ah, see, you wouldn't want that to happen to you, Axel.
That would have been your hand.
Now, looks like nothing happened.
That's because it got vanished. It got evaporated into nothingness. So unless you want to be dust on the side of the ground for the maggots, unless you have magical prowess that I'm not aware of. I mean, I don't want to be ignorant. If you have those capabilities, you may be able to tap into it.
Hey, Axel. I would advise you not to touch it, but I'm not going to stop you.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to see what happens when a living creature touches it.
I'm sure you can go find a rabbit or something. I'm sure you would be okay with that.
No.
Do we have any diamonds? Just to make sure, do we have any diamonds on standby? I just need to make sure in case.
You need to eat?
No diamonds. I don't eat diamonds. I mean, just in case something does happen, we have. Wait, don't you need a body? Never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
Now you're thinking of portals.
Dewdrop. The only thing I'm not certain on is because your touch and magic is nature based. I'm not sure if it aligns with this. I know divine does not count, but perhaps nature based magic users may also be able to touch and manipulate it.
Ree, if I try to do like a life check, like if there's any sort of like living creature around it, like a dead living creature or like a body, or like what kind of check would I need to do? That's what I'm looking for.
I will say there isn't a skill check that would tell you if there are living things. When you arrived, you found that this entire area seems to be empty except for this device. I would say you can tell there's nothing. There is nothing. There's just the stand and then the orb, the sphere.
Can I talk to my wasp?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to. I think I have. I know I added speak with animals earlier, so I'm going to cast it, and I'm going to say to my wasp, "Hey, wasp, have you ever seen this before in your short life?"
No.
How long have you been alive?
Trying to see if the bug understands the concept of time.
I was about to say it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, it does not. I don't know what the stats of a wasp would be in this game. I don't think they have abilities.
They're not.
Oh, actually, it's a
They're
giant wasp as a monster.
I think I have a no
no.
intelligence score, right?
No, it has a -5 intelligence modifier. It does not understand the concept of time, dude.
Negative 5. They took their 12 to a 6.
Oh well. It's okay, and I pat its head. It's okay. You can be empty head. You're very cute. I pat it on the head.
Aspen looks at Layla for a second as well, but then realizes Layla does not think too highly of her arcane talent. I think if he recalls her previous conversation, he'll bring it up. Layla, when you mentioned your spell casting, how did you feel about it? Because I know it's arcane of nature. Did you feel strongly into it, or are you feeling like you just tapped into the surface?
My Aspen, I'm gonna level with you. I've got 3 levels in Bard, so not a lot.
Specifically
I'm
three
a
levels. Specifically 3 levels.
I attended 3 classes worth of Bard studies. That is as far as it went.
Understood.
I enjoy it, but that's as far as it's going.
Oh, so there's no more progress is being made in that
No,
area.
no.
I
I quit.
okay.
I quit. Screw this.
In that case, after realize he is definitely the highest arcane user in this group, and is going to 3 levels of that is going to use Mage Hand to attempt to grab the spear.
I would say you don't even need to cast the spell. You can tell that this thing would be far too heavy for Mage Hand to interact with.
Yeah, it's like 138 feet across.
Its diameter
It's a
is
giant.
138 feet.
Yeah, it's a giant
Oh.
orb. Yeah, it's like big. It's bigger than most rooms, probably.
100 and
It's
So
a
it's like-
big boy.
It's massive. Yeah.
so that's like gigantic then, right? That's not even large or huge. That's the gigantic category.
Just one big black ball.
Gargantuan. Well, yeah, above Gargantuan, probably closer to colossal, I guess, if you were to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Bixby's hand won't be able to do anything. Aspen will look towards the others and say, there's no way we could be able to. If I did teleportation circle and included the sphere as part of the group of individuals to teleport with, could I teleport the sphere to our city?
Why?
You would need
Just
to move
curious.
the object on through the teleport circle in some way, but
Okay, just make the circle around. I could make the circle around the object, so it'd be right in the middle.
No, it would make the circle not work because you would effectively need to find a way to draw underneath the item, or else you just have a big hole in the middle of your teleportation circle. But if
Okay.
we could find some other way of doing it, then could work.
Aspen will look at the others and say, I think this may be one of these items that we just come across but may not be able to extract. There's some creative possibilities I could look at to be able to pull it to a different location, but just due to the sheer size of it.
Roll me another Arcana check. Actually, any of you or all of you can make an Arcana. If you have proficiency in the skill, actually, not
All right.
all of you. We have
Yeah, I can't really
proficiency.
do it untrained.
I have half proficiency because I'm a
No, it
bard.
doesn't.
Yeah, I ain't got it.
No, it doesn't.
It's not the same.
No, it doesn't. Actually, you could roll it with disadvantage because it's half.
Okay.
You can roll it with disadvantage.
Let's see. Let's see. I want to see how. I want to test this out. Let's see.
Reagan would lean over to Eileen and be like, "Do you know?"
13.
I do not. 13. I mean, you could try pushing it if you know that could work.
Yeah,
But all you got.
22.
I would say with a 22, you gather an artifact of this size you might need to attune to it if you want to move it safely. We don't know how long that would take, but I would say you have seen or encountered written accounts of large magic items. Not quite to this thing scale, but you know that as a general rule, you wouldn't pick them up like you would other things. You would need to form a connection with that item and then see if it could be moved that way. You don't know if trying to physically move it would be a good or a bad idea.
Okay. So yes, Aspen would think, oh, wait. You have to, I would have to attune to it, and then I could be able to connect with it and discover how to be able to extract it. Would everyone be okay with me waiting an hour to attune with this and connect with it?
there's plenty of else. There's plenty of other things to look at here. Here's a body. Here's a body. Lots of bodies.
Do you believe attuning with it is safe, friend?
Well, based upon what the origins of it, it should be. It's not like this culture, from my knowledge, is considered to be evil by chance. It may have a negative slight to the gods due to their viewpoint of completely distancing themselves from divine magic. From my understanding, they were not a quote unquote evil culture of sorts.
Yeah, and you're not a god, Aspen, so I'm
Exactly.
pretty sure they might tolerate you touching it.
Exactly.
Go on and touch it. I mean, sorry. Attune to it.
Yes. Aspen looks at Dewdrop and gives a cheeky smirk because she knows what she's trying to do for Axel as well, and she's like, "I know what you're doing." And he'll take a seat, still in a smile on his face, and attempt to attune for an hour.
Okay. There, I would say you would be aware. All of you would be aware at this level. You do not necessarily have to touch a magic item to attune to it. Mm-hmm. It will take you an entire short rest worth of time to do this. So, while Aspen is forming a connection to this odd magical item, are the four of you going to sit here and wait or do something else?
I'm gonna go exploring nearby, because there's other stuff, probably.
Yeah.
So
And you guys each have your wasp or beetle, I guess.
Beedrill.
Dung beetle,
No,
the strongest.
it's copyrighted. You can't say that. It's copyrighted.
Sorry, Nintendo.
I'm not messing with the Pokemon copyright.
They will come for our necks, I will admit.
Go for your throat. Yep.
Reagan's going to attempt to pray to Pila. Silently, if he can manage.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly around with my wasp.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say Dewdrop and Axel, roll me a d10. Reagan, are you praying for a purpose or are you just saying a prayer?
He is praying for the purpose of checking on her well-being and basically trying to figure out this connection that just occurred when he was pushed to the limit.
Roll me a d20. And basically, rig me just roll me a d20 add your spellcasting modifier to it. We'll see how well that goes for you.
All
A
right,
10.
that's gonna be a +5 then. So that's just charisma. Oh wait, proficiency too. Well, no, you said spellcasting modifier, so yeah, charisma roll, just straight. 12.
You
I could spend a luck
Try.
point. I will spend a luck point on
all
this.
right?
I
Go
will.
for it. Reroll it. Let's see if you get something better.
Roll 20. Don't let me regret this. There you are, Riz. And I regret this.
You
You
attempt
Yeah.
to
higher though, right?
find.
Yeah, I do take the tire.
You attempt to find that connection within you, that momentary glimpse of something, but can't find it.
Well, he'll think to himself, hopefully she hurt me.
Who to start with? We'll start with Axel. But Axel, as you
Ooh, a 10.
are traveling, you come across what looks to be a section of the city that is actually subterranean, and the roof of whatever this had been, it seems to have been almost ripped off. And as you get closer, you make out gold and platinum pieces. And as you're looking at it, you realize you are looking at what used to be a vault of some kind. I would say the amount of gold and platinum pieces you see is unaccountable at at a glance, but it is the equivalent of a very large pile of both. What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, first I need to mark it on my Google Maps.
Pan it. You gotta pin it.
Pin this location real quick. I'm gonna lose it. Where's Dewdrop? Dewdrop, did you just run off on your own somewhere else?
Oh, and
And I
Layla's
can
exploring
fly with
too.
you.
You're flying with me? Okay. I didn't know if
Huh?
you're
Yes,
flying.
if you made your own roll, you would have gone in a different direction from each other.
Yeah.
So it's up to you.
Yeah,
if you wish to
Layla's got
stay
herself a
close.
little ant and she's just wandering around on her own.
Oh, sorry. I thought you just made me roll. I was just gonna fly with Axel.
Okay, then that's right. Then you and New Jump and Axel will come across this area.
Okay.
Wait, so just to clarify, Layla is going in separate directions. I don't think Layla
She's
rolled.
not going too far away.
Okay, so you're with them.
Just
Okay.
make me a D10. Well, if you're with them, don't. If whatever. So Axel, the Dewdrop, and then I will say if Layla's sticking by, then you would be able to hear when they find it. And if you all would like to do, you may do so.
That's a lot of
Ooh.
that's
So-
a lot of good stuff. We should
So-
get Layla and get the bag of holding over here.
Oh yeah, I can't carry all that gold
Oh,
and platinum.
yeah. I'm going to shout, see if Layla hears me. Layla! Layla!
I'm coming!
Layla, come back!
Antonia's going as fast as she can.
There's something you would love.
I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. And she comes up riding on her now giant ant that she has been traveling around on because she enjoys it. Oh, that is a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
you think it will fit your holding?
It should. Just I cleaned it out before we came.
just
Awesome.
just get a couple shovels and start piling it in there.
I'm going to instruct all of the giant insects to start kicking gold and platinum into the bag.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Be careful. Gonna get coins everywhere but the bag.
Just like do it properly, like instructing them to use their big arms and legs and whatever to
So
shoot it into the bag.
So you are holding. I assume that Layla here is holding the bag open. You are instructing these bugs to kick gold and platinum coins into the bank.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Okay.
We're gonna like
It's
lose
okay.
half the gold.
It's okay. She's got her mage hand up, kind of using it as interference.
Can I have all three of you make an intelligence saving throw to see if you
Oh, I
recognize
don't know why you would make us
the
do that.
problem with this plan?
Don't know why you would make us do intelligence, Ree. Can it be wisdom?
No.
It's not book learning.
No, wisdom is more understanding people. This is
Yeah,
more
no, that's
understanding
a whole ass
logic.
6.
It's a dirty 20.
I actually got a 25.
Okay,
Holy
so
crap.
Layla, you think this is a wonderful idea.
Sounds good to me.
Dewdrop and Axel, as the bugs begin, you both kind of at the same time realize you have no idea how much all of these coins would weigh together, but you do know the bag of holding has a maximum carry weight that if overloaded would cause the coins to all be spilled out into the astral sea.
Yeah, it's got a 500-pound
Yeah.
limit.
Do you wish to continue?
I'm going to stop my bugs. I'm going to be like, all right, just put them all together, like grab them and like put them into a pile, and we'll slowly do it one by one instead of kicking it into the bag.
Okay. So, because it takes a while, I would say it'll take most of the hour, but you get to actually the bag of holding will automatically sort it for you. So let me just do some quick maths. Because this is actually a lot of stuff.
Gonna make sure we put only exactly 500 pounds worth. Actually, sorry, 499. So to make sure that we don't slightly go over.
I mean, Aspen has a bag, so if you all need a part 2, I mean,
In a bag
Oh.
of holding.
yeah, we have 2 bag holders.
So Aspen's busy.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I could meditate like, and then just give it to you while I'm meditating. You know? I mean, it's not hard, like, grab it from a side pouch and just get it to you.
Aspen, don't react. I'm just taking this. Thank you.
We just found Smog's
Why did you
treasure
grab my
hoard.
butt? Why did you grab my butt? What was that for?
You get
Bag.
to 25,000 gold pieces before you realize your bag of holding is full.
Including the other one that Layla took from Aspen.
Are you feeling them both? So one of these bags of holding has to have some stuff in it, because that's where your food and water and cakes and weapons and all the other stuff is. So I will say the first 100 pounds of the second bag will already be taken up, which means you are able to get, let's see,
400 pounds.
40,000.
It's calculating the weight.
This is like the only time where I do weight, because it's a massive amount. So let's see. I said 25,000 first. So you get 11,000 more gold and 9,000 more platinum before you reach maximum.
Can you
There
just write
is
those down for
A
me?
You know,
massive amount left.
I'm getting the idea that it may be easier for us to just relocate ourselves here and clear out all the dead bodies.
I mean, it's a big city, right?
It is. We just got to do some renovations, you know, just some new paint maybe.
I think it's already got even sewage here. You know, it's something we don't have to build because evidently our arcane engineer can't build a sewer.
We already have a whole city. We just need to bring our people here. And we could, like, this could be our, I'll just plant a tree and I'll create a teleporter where we can teleport from our island to this underground place.
Yeah, we got to thoroughly clean it up though. It's a little dusty down here.
Yeah. I feel like that's a good ending for us. Just finding a new city as well.
Yeah, taking over an Acropolis has always been my dream.
A lot of our problems with plumbing. Maybe we'll find a lot more of those magic making, weapon people.
Yeah, as long as
What?
it's not the one that we have, because he evidently can't build anything but magic items. Like, whoever heard of a magical engineer who couldn't build like a sewer? Like, how is that a thing?
They built a
Well, I
magic
guess he's
sewer.
not trained on it, right?
You think he would have went to engineering school before arcane engineering school, so he had the basics down at least. Uh, she's like
Sure.
she's putting her bag of holding back on and carrying the other one back to Aspen. Don't freak out, I'm putting it back.
I don't mind you grabbing my butt. I just needed to know that you're grabbing my butt, but it's okay.
There's money. We got money. I had to get the bag to put money in it.
How much
Hey,
can I
I-
put in my explorer's pack?
So I got a
And we
buy one
pick out
get one
a
free
backpack.
special. I'll take it.
How much can I put in my explorer's backpack? That
That's
I
a lot
need?
of money.
I'm telling y'all, it's better to just like we can just keep this vault. You know, we'll fix it up, and then move everybody into the new digs. You know, it's fine.
You
Just
could
gotta clean it up a
probably
little
fit 200 in a regular bag if you get rid of everything else.
Cool.
Be pretty heavy.
We need both carts and horses for this much gold.
That's
Or
true.
we could just move here.
All I'm
I-
saying is I don't disagree with you, Axel. I feel like it is a good idea. We would just need to like clear the place up, make sure that whatever Aspen is trying to attune to is not gonna warp the people who decide to move in. I feel like it's a good thing. We just need to clean up all of the dead bodies in that giant dragon thing.
You know, why would his thing warp people? I thought it was just for like
No,
recharging magic items.
the thing that he's attuning to? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, I don't know. I threw a rock at it and it kind of disappeared.
Yeah, it ate your rock. It doesn't. No, I bet you it doesn't like people throwing rocks at it.
Oh well.
You should throw a shillelagh at it.
I'm gonna throw a rock at you.
I see
Well, why?
what you have learned about the magic item during this very
Gotcha.
interesting conversation.
Yeah, the only thing Aspen noticed was Layla came by, grabbed the bag that was next to his butt, then came back, put the bag next to his butt, and then told him there was a lot of gold in there. He's like, "Oh, okay," and he's back to meditate. And then you realize, oh, this item is wow, okay. Did not come across anything like this before. Yeah, let me know when my hour's over with, and I'll start roleplaying.
I will say it'll probably take the hour for them to do all this with the gold. Honestly, it takes a long time.
Yeah,
to
that is a
really
lot of gold to grab.
Yeah. So you guys managed to gain, I don't even know how much, 37,000 gold plus 9,000 more. So it'd be like 4,500 gold total.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. You changed my total.
No.
You put it in.
36. Yeah, some of it
JP.
was in gold and some of it is in platinum.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
9,000 platinum, which I divided it equally.
No, it would actually be
Mhm.
9,000 times 10. So it actually would be 36,000 plus 90. That's like 126,000 gold that you've grabbed so far.
126,000 gold, and then 9,000 platinum.
No, altogether, it converted into gold. It's 126,000, and then there is still a lot of platinum left behind.
I just take all the platinum first.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, it's gonna take a while to probably to
You guys
sort
did
through
not
all of it.
say. You guys did say you were sorting it to go with the platinum, but taking the platinum only.
It's true. We were just kind of shoveling shit into bags.
So you guys will spend that time. You will get through most of it, and then dump all the gold out, and then go back and restart the process, put all the platinum in. So it's a total of 19,000 platinum. So, which
I had it divided nicely last time. 19,000 platinum.
Yes. Which will be a total of 380 pounds. So you still have some extra space. So I will put it this way to not get too much into it. You guys combined would be able to carry 1,000 pounds in your bags of holding, but you would have to dump out everything else in the bags of holding to do so. And then there'd be 100 pounds worth of wealth left after that. So it is up to you guys to figure out how you want to mess with that. However, Aspid, you would have finished up your thing.
So after getting 1,000 pounds into the bags, there's only 100 pounds left in the vault.
Yes.
Okay.
We're not encumbered yet.
I mean, 100 pounds split amongst 5 people is not that much.
Yeah, Aspen's a strong boy. He could be able to carry a lot, so we should good.
Okay.
Yeah, Aspen, of course, coming from his ordeal, I guess, to clarify, nobody's in the room actually right now, right? Everyone's at the vault gathering funds, or did Reagan stay behind?
I think Reagan stayed behind because he wanted to pray.
Reagan was praying, so I would say
Yeah.
if Reagan wants to be near you still, they could be.
Yeah, if Aspen would have moved, Reagan would have moved.
Yeah, Aspen, upon him pleading it, opens his eyes and says, "Well, I never came across anything like this before." And you see him kind of like snap his fingers, and the item starts to fly towards his direction, 30 feet. And he looks up at everyone and says, "Yeah, no one should try to touch this in the slightest. The only way you could be able to utilize it is..."
So, as Aspid, as you connect with this and attempt to command it, you all watch as this formerly dormant black sphere almost explodes into golden white light. It almost looks like a miniature sun has been born, as the darkness around you isn't so much as lost as it's almost burned away. And it is almost as if morning has come to this area.
It is morning.
Aspid, as you are moving it, you find requires a sizable fluctuation of will. It is, once you've gained attunement, you are fully aware of its location, and it's almost like it has its own psychic weight to it as you attempt to command it. But you find it does respond to your will.
It is the object unlike anything I came across before. But we should be able to take this to our location.
Are
What
you
is it?
responsible for turning the lantern on?
It is a item that can refresh any charges or any magical spell charges used for any items that you have. So if there's any magical items that you have in place that is limited and needs to be refreshed, you could use this item to be able to do that. It also has the ability to be able to control the weather, up to a 50-mile radius. Hence, the rising of the sun. More so, multiple individuals can be able to attune to this item. This is not required to be just one. So, if you are a spellcaster, that's what the letters say, a spellcaster. So I'm guessing that includes druids and stuff like that as well, because it's just a spellcaster. Anyway, if you're a spellcaster, you can also be able to attune to this, move it around as you will, and also perform this control weather spell. But you have to be
Pretty cool.
spellcaster. Yeah, you have to be a spellcaster to be able to perform this.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to attune to it later.
Yes, because I do believe you count as a
Just to
spellcaster.
make sure it is clear, spellcaster refers to someone with a class feature that allows spell casting, not someone who has the ability to use a spell through a feat or something like that. So those are very different things.
I mean, I think I'm a spellcaster, aren't I?
Yes,
Yeah, you're a
druids
spellcaster,
are. I actually think
Yes.
even rangers are spellcasters. I think all
Yeah,
of you
Mm-hmm.
are
Everyone.
spellcasters.
Mm-hmm. Because Reagan got the paladin side with the spellcasting. So you'll look
I
up.
got
and see
warlock too.
Well, warlock isn't spellcasting. Warlock
Yeah, it
is.
is.
I thought it's different, right?
think
Is
it-
They
is
can cast level 9
Oh.
spells.
But it's
Think
labeled something
your
different.
class-
It's just very limited pool. Well, very
believe
limited to,
warlocks
uh,
are still considered spellcasters. 'Cause
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
really? Oh,
called
okay.
pack
Yeah.
magic, but I
The
think that
pack
is
magic,
still
yeah, that's what.
considered being a
Okay.
spellcaster. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
all
I
of you
thought-
can control it.
Well, I mean, he also had a paladin side, which covered it. But yeah, so yeah, in whatever you would like. Seems like everyone here has the ability to cast spells. So whenever you would like to, you can tune to this and perform the same function. Now the control weather spell. Oh, it does it. I guess you could do it anytime. It does it. Say like once per time. Now your magic item. Once you get it charged, you cannot be able to get a recharge until to the item regains expended charges or uses on its own. Yeah, so if you get a recharge, you will be able to get a recharge again until it regains its expended charges naturally. So I guess it'll be like once.
Okay.
But yeah.
Wow. That's a very powerful mini sun.
Mhm. Now, I'm definitely looking forward to bring this. However, because of the history behind this, it's safe to say this may not be a positive outlook to some individuals who are deeper in the divine side of the spectrum due to the culture of where this item comes from. So just to be forewarning, there may be some negative connotation from like old Otis and some other folks regarding this.
Reagan would frown a little bit. He's still been trained, so he would frown at that.
Okay, is everyone ready?
I am prepared to
we
continue.
are.
I mean, there's so much more to explore, but
I'm assuming we're still trying to. I could keep the item here, and we could just come back when we're planning on teleporting it away.
Mhm.
It doesn't have
Well-
to follow us.
Yeah, I think it should stay because, you know, it.
Plus, we can if you're attuned to it, Aspen, you can tell where it is at all times, couldn't you?
Yes.
I believe so. Yes.
Then
Mhm.
then we don't have to take it with us. We'll leave it here. And if we need to bring it with us when we leave, we can come back here and get it.
yeah, it gives
definitely.
us lots of time to one, we're not surprising, our place with this big shiny globe that's going to attract attention. Possibly unwanted attention. And it gives us more time to check out all this huge place that we're in, also check on the structural integrity, what the potential reusability of structures may be. I mean, it'd be interesting, city, to investigate the history of like what we can, maybe even revitalize it a little bit.
So to clarify, are you suggesting the idea is to take this when we're about to depart, or are we suggesting to take this whenever we decide we want to, and we keep this here for now, even after we decide to leave this place? We could just teleport back and bring it in when we decide we want to incorporate it. I was under the impression we would just take it with us when we're about to go. I would just include it as part of the teleportation circle. That was I was assuming.
I mean
That-
yeah.
Okay.
Either or.
All right,
Either
so
or
yeah,
is fine.
you would take it with us when we're about to leave. Okay. I'll look out at the item and, just tell it to stay put.
Right. I assume you all wish to continue looking for magic items amongst the city?
Yes.
And we're gonna start taking well, at least Axel's going to start making a point of marking areas that he's already searched in a way that makes it easy for him to recognize that he's already searched them. So we're not backtracking over and over because it's a big city and it'd be easy to lose track of where you've been.
Yeah. So, you guys, are you sticking together or are you splitting up?
Stick it together. And just to clarify, we have how much platinum again? We have 19K platinum, right?
Yep, 19,000.
And 19,000 platinum. And there was 100 pounds left over after that 19,000 platinum was taken in.
Yep.
And the 100 pounds, was that also platinum or was that gold?
Gold.
Okay.
Let's say you all can divide that amongst yourselves fine in your bags. So total it is 36,000 gold and 19,000 platinum.
Dang it, I need to redo math.
Total is 19,000 platinum and 36,000 gold. Okay.
So for the platinum, let me redo this.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. If you guys are moving together, I need one of you to make a D10 roll.
Okay. I will
Alright, it's
give
gonna
that a
take
shot.
It takes so much longer to cover all this ground.
Here we go.
Very inefficient. But if you guys,
9.
Axel's
letting
gonna
the fe-
Axel's gonna kind of strike off ahead or on his own or whatever, just to kind of help speed things up since he's good at spotting things. So he feels like he feels like he might be able to help us cover more ground.
roll me a D10, Axel.
9 for
Come
my number.
on, come on, second vault.
Ooh, another 10.
So, group with Aspen, you all are traveling, and you end up in the area where the dragon was, where the corpse animated body was, and you are not quite digging through the rubble here, but you come across a glass case. Can I have all 4 of you make wisdom saving throws, please?
Oh.
As
We
you
go
get
again.
close to this case, you find a desiccated hand with an eye that is looking
The
at you.
hand?
They find
Wait,
all
wait,
the
wait.
fun stuff.
Wait.
Because we've seen this before.
Reagan especially.
24.
We see this already, right? We would have saw it and right? It looked familiar. We saw both of these before, right?
I mean, you've seen the eye of Vecna before. This looks
Yes.
very different. It looks very different.
You know what?
Not quite the
Here
It's
we go.
different.
Y'all get a +5.
Anyway, I got a 24 on my wisdom.
Oh,
Oh
save.
yeah, we got +5
Dog is
for
really have to use
20,
that.
22.
oh, wait.
See his
Oh wow,
voice.
29.
423.
Yes. Yeah, that should be it. 17 plus 9 is 17 plus
This
9.
is why you don't split the party, Axel.
I'm
is 26.
fine.
31.
No, I think it's
No,
good that we
good,
split the
yes,
party
yes,
and he's not
Keisha, that's
here.
what I hear. This was a fantastic idea. Thank you, Axel, for not coming with us.
You guys get to find all the fun stuff.
No, fun stuff. We had to remind you
No.
of every single time you've been mind controlled by something. I think the minute we see this eye, the first thing Ashley looks for is for Axel, and realize that Axel isn't there. And she's like, "Phew."
Say, wait a second, where'd he go?
You feel the hand's influence reach out towards you, but you are all strong enough to resist. You can almost feel the malice radiating from this hand.
So
What do
is
you do?
it the eye and the hand, or is it just the hand?
It's the hand of Vecna that just has an eye on this part of it.
Oh,
All right, who
The
can
hand.
smite this thing from existence? Because I'm not calling my mom again.
I don't know if I'm strong enough.
Do you think I should ask Spider Mommy?
I think we've asked her for a lot of things already.
It's true. I just want to see her face again.
I think Aspen legitimately chuckles at that.
Layla is going to take her bestie's dagger and try and stab it.
Oh, the god of murder's dagger.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You stab into the hand and nothing seems to happen.
Just goes through the hand.
I'm sure that would
What
hurt.
use
the
are
person
you?
if it was still attached to them? Well done, Layla.
But we are probably well aware of what this hand is, right? We probably aware of the presence.
You
of such.
can roll a religion checks to see if you know anything else about the artifact, or Arcana checks too, I suppose, to see if you've ever heard of it.
Same, it's the same.
Yeah, I'll go
Religion.
religion.
10.
10, you know nothing.
Bad vibes.
18.
Pathetic 20.
Yeah, that's a 9.
All right.
Arcane.
Aspid and Dewdrop, you are both aware that these are incredibly powerful This is an incredibly powerful artifact. I would say you figure destroying it should be possible, but it would take an impressive amount of power to do so. I would also say you think that the dagger that Layla's using is no less of an artifact, but the item she's using is not strong enough. It is not at its full strength at the moment.
Wait,
What
we don't know
use
about
are you?
we don't know about the dagger because she never told us that dagger
You all
belongs
were
to
there
the
when
god
she.
of murder.
No,
right?
weren't they were there when
you
she
were
got
there
it.
when she received the dagger, and she
Oh,
all
so we
made
do-
a bunch of similar checks and learned a good amount of information.
What
Gotcha. So we
use
do-
are you? Hey,
But you said that we are aware that the dagger isn't fully unlocked yet.
Yes, you all would be very aware that the item is not fully awakened yet.
So
You do not know about Layla's connection to the god of murder, though. You don't know
that's
about
what we
that.
don't know. Okay. So the item that you have, while powerful, is at its optimum states. That could be why it's not doing it. Now there's a couple options. We now know where this item is. So that means we can either keep this safeguard and make sure no one can gain access to it, or I can cast banishment and send it to a separate plane.
I like the second option.
I
If
don't
I'm
like
not
it being around
mistaken,
here,
does
friend.
Doesn't banishment come back?
No, so the item stays.
You want to send it to Vecna? I hope.
Oh wait, no, that's true. It would go to his home plane, which the home plane. Never mind. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
So I would say
Yeah.
I would say you all have moraled enough really well recently. You don't know what would happen. You know that Vecna was originally human, which means the prime material plane was his original plane. You do know that he is not of the prime material plane now, so you do not know if the hand would return here, if it would return to wherever it was banished from, wherever he is, or if it will be sent to some other location.
We also know he's a crazy powerful spellcaster who can bend the rules.
Yes, I think the best option probably would be just to keep it here for now, because that's true. I can't really control what plane it gets sent to.
We put it in the vault where we found the coins. Under lock and key.
We have the key for it?
Was it locked? I wasn't
It
there. I
wasn't
did not
locked.
know.
The ceiling of it was ripped off.
Oh. Hey, somebody open that dead dragon's mouth and we'll just put it inside its mouth.
What if it makes it go back alive?
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. I think just having it here.
What if you
protected-
use your mage hand and just hold it gingerly from afar?
I'll be honest to tell you, now that he is not around here, I'm very afraid of what may happen if Axel was to come in close contact with this. I think we should leave this here and make
Who-
sure Axel is
What
far away
I
from
just
this thing as
want it to
possible.
be hidden, like
what
somewhere.
type of glass case is it? Is it like a standing case, like a little like briefcase?
That's a standing case.
Eileen, do you know what to do with an item such as this?
I would recommend taking it to a proper priest, someone of more power than myself, or
Reagan
perhaps
flinches.
praying to a divinity. They may be able to assist if it's a good one.
I don't think we should take it to Lady Pilaf.
That's what happened last
didn't
time.
go well last time.
Unfortunately, we had a visit by Vecna when the item came by. The eye specifically came by a close facility to Reagan's goddess, and he let it her for himself. So, unfortunately, she's the only goddess we kind of have a connection with at the moment.
What did
One
you
moment.
do?
I mean, I have a couple. I could talk to a couple.
Oh,
Yes, Layla?
You know what? I've talked to one hot mommy. I'm gonna go reach out to my other hot mommy.
Layla's tapping her dagger against her hands and also like making a slight
Oh.
prayer as well. Like, I need
I-
one of
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
talk-
help.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the dragon mommy.
dragon.
Ree,
I've given
Ree,
you too much.
I'm gonna talk to
given
the
you
dragon
all-
mommy, Ree.
I've given
Dragon mommy?
I've given you all too much.
That's what you
Okay.
gave Dewdrop? Wow.
So,
Dragon
all
mommy?
right. So, we'll start with Layla.
I'm not
Layla
familiar with
has
this
not
dragon
spoken
mommy.
to this person before. Layla, as you attempt to form a connection with the god of murder, with Norris, you feel something come over you very briefly, and then a hand on your shoulder. I was under the impression you weren't going to call for me.
Look here, this is a special circumstance, and this dagger's not working. Like, there's a dead hand of someone who should be dead, and it's not dead. And you're not letting me murder the undead hand, and I am very mad about that.
You have not been using my artifact to commit murder.
I'm
could it
attempting to, and
possibly
it's not
grow?
working.
Oh, that hand is not alive. The
I don't know.
usurper is different.
You can't like divinely get someone else on the line.
Who the friend?
Oh, the heavens are not exactly happy with you, Fine.
I have never offended the heavens in my entire life. I
You
offend
haven't.
the hells instead.
Once, of course. But just what exactly would you like for me to do for you?
Destroy. Destroy. Do item equivalent of murder. That's what you're supposed to do.
To give you the strength to destroy this accursed thing, but it wouldn't solve your problem. It's not really.
I feel like this conversation's going in circles.
It is. But you have been somewhat good at doing what I want. And you have been irritating my brothers and sisters, so I will give you some information for free. Cannot destroy the hand or the eye on their own. Have to be together. Now, the easiest way to do so would be to have someone be consumed by both items and then kill that person. Though I have a feeling that doesn't suit you and your morality.
Yeah, you know, if it was someone I didn't like, sure. But I kind of like these guys.
And I would suggest you find and kill Vecna, the only person to come close in the last 1,000 or so years was a knight named Cass. Were to find his sword, perhaps that'd be enough. Of course, you and your friends are rapidly accruing debts and favors. Perhaps in a few years you'll be strong enough to go and rid us of that false god. Then we'd all be happier.
I'm still mad you're not going to let me murder it.
You aren't strong enough. Or I suppose your devotion to murder isn't strong enough. And you haven't axed very nicely.
Layla just sits down to the dirt in a huff and puts the dagger back in its sheath.
Right. Dewdrop, you are
Yes.
attempting to reach out to a goddess.
Yes, I am.
Almost as soon as you have the thought, a woman appears. This time, all 5 of you can see her. Half of her face is shaved, while the other has dark black braids that go down the rest of her body. Her skin is black with barely contained flames beneath the surface.
It's you.
It is. You've called me for something.
We did.
I did.
She did. I'm happy to see you, though.
As I am as well. You have saved.
Am I allowed to use your name?
You may.
Or would you like it? Okay. Dear goddess, dragon god of fire and time, most beautiful Baal. Baal? Baal.
Once you hear the name Aspen, and you can tell by Eileen's gasp, it's almost as if a veil has been removed from your eyes, and you recognize this woman. It's almost as if something had been hiding her from you. But as you hear the name, a part of you, a draconic part of you, responds. And you feel both power, majesty, and fear begin to almost roil beneath the surface. Is there something I can help my children with?
Well, we have this item here that is very strong, and we believe it will cause a lot of damage if it continues to exist in this plane. Now, I know your favor to me was just to talk to you, and you are so beautiful, and I do adore your presence. But would this be something that you can do for us? Either destroy it or lead us to a path in destroying.
Destroying it is easy enough for me. creature that made it is slick, for lack of a better word. He has managed to avoid the pool of time for a very long time. Unfortunately, it will return. This cursed eye and hand exist outside of my domain, outside of any of our direct powers. I can keep it away from this world for a few years, maybe a decade, even a century if things work out well, though I'm afraid that the heavens are not as orderly as they used to be. Something seems to have gotten a few of the lesser deities upset. As for your request for information, have you heard of Cass?
I haven't. Oh, well, Layla.
Well,
Layla just
yeah.
raises her hand slowly. She's still sitting in the dirt, upset. She's just like, I have.
Cass was a tragic figure, someone somewhat like the five of you. He attempted to eliminate Vecna, but was only able to wound him before he was cast outside of this world. His blade was imbued with just enough power to kill a deity, at the cost of being ineffective against anyone else. If you can find it and use that to destroy the hand and the eye permanently, that would work. However, you would draw the ire of the Whispered One. His powers are not to be underestimated.
Would you be able to keep this cursed items with you? And then when we are able to destroy it, maybe we retrieve it then.
Roll a persuasion check, Deidre.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Roll that. 18.
I can do so for a year. After that, it will be returned. Treaties that bind us are difficult to ignore without causing another Armageddon for the material plane. But there are a few ways to interpret the ancient rules. After that, you will be on your own.
Your generous blessing is more than enough, and I thank you for what you can do. Also, did I mention you're gorgeous?
You all have
Indeed.
done good work. I am proud of you. You are well on your ways to becoming more than mortals, more than this transient existence. I would suggest you start to really consider what that will mean for you. For now, I must leave. My presence has been noticed. She's gone.
Thank you.
So is the hand of Vecna. And I think we're gonna take a break. No.
Oh, okay.
I think it's time.
Yeah, just because we're not streaming.
Well, weren't we wrapping up at 7? Because I
shorter
thought Kira
episode.
said they had a.
Ursa's got
Do you
something.
still have?
Ursa
yeah,
had it.
Ursa.
Ursa, what?
Hold on.
I got a game later. I'm running.
All right, we have returned, and if my memory has not failed me, I believe it was Axel that had struck out on his own, in search of his own power and fame and
Another solid
anything
10.
else. Okay, so my friend Axel, as you are wandering about the city, you come across an area that has been well preserved for some reason. It is a singular room, and as you step forward, there is a black obsidian case covering what looks to be a large tome. The book seems to be, from what you can see, it's bound in some sort of what you think is leather, though you aren't too sure. Actually, you don't have any of the required abilities, so that's all you see.
No. Did not.
That's all you see.
So you said it's in a like obsidian case. Is it like covered in glass, or is it just like a kind of? Oh, okay.
It is a case of volcanic glass.
Oh, okay. So it's a well, right. But I meant like, is there like an actual glass like covering like over the top of the book, or over the top of the book?
Yes, the entire book is inside of a case that is made up of obsidian.
So how would I know the book's there if I can't see through it? If it's all made of
You
obsidian?
could barely see through it. It's shiny enough that you can see that it's a book that you
Something in
think
there.
might be leather bound, though you can't see any actual details of the book.
Okay. Well, color me curious. Axel first wants to examine the rest of the room to see if there's anything else, anything that might be out of place or traps or anything like that.
Okay. So you are searching the rest of the room. I would say first, the rest of the room looks to be like some sort of study or library. You aren't too sure. The room itself is in a state of disrepair, to put it simply. There were signs of furniture, though it is more like the outer skeleton of the furniture. There's things like couches, things like that, but most of them are decayed and falling apart. Yes, you can see there are bookcases, though the books inside of them are all faded away. Very little more than dust. There are no windows to this room, I would say you notice, which is something a little odd, though not completely unheard of. Is there anything specific you would like to search for?
Well, I was gonna search for traps, or I guess items that haven't decayed.
You can make a search for traps. I would say I would say you can make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh man, I definitely think I didn't find any traps.
Everything's good. Everything's perfectly fine. No problem.
This room is great. Love this room.
Beautiful room.
Is the best.
Absolutely beautiful room.
It's a big, beautiful room.
Where's some say we throw it coming?
Would I do that?
Would it be a separate roll to try and check for traps on the case, like around the case area?
The room isn't that big, so I would say it would just be one check.
Okay. All right. Does it look like there's any way to open the case?
Yeah, there is a not quite a lock, but I would say you've been alive long enough. You've seen this in some elvish homes. There is a button where a slot where you would put your thumb or some other object inside that will cause a mechanism to switch that will open it. Kind of Effectively, it's a button that you would press and then open. It's
Sure.
more complicated. than
Axel's
that, but
Axel's gonna use an extra bolt to push the button.
Sure. Can I have you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Sure.
Well, at least it's not wisdom. At least it's not wisdom. We're good. Okay.
Cliff of Warding.
15.
Hmm.
Roll real low. Yeah, roll the whole ass like 5.
Mhm.
Well, so I have good news in that.
Oh, good God. Plus 40?
As you press this, a blast of disintegrate hits you square in the chest. How many hit points do you have, Axel?
84.
So you feel your body beginning to dissolve as this spell hits you, and you immediately realize you have become incredibly close to death. But you are still
With
alive.
no way of recovering.
Is the thing open now, or did the trap just go off?
Yes, right before you got hit with a massive amount of magic, you did hear it click open, so it did open.
Just like stand up and kind of like maybe literally dust himself off.
He touched some body parts. Oh, there goes my nipples.
Ah. Oh.
Have a hard time.
Oh.
A portion of the non-magical parts of your armor begin to fade into nothing.
Oh. He's gonna take a step back and like a few feet away, and he's just gonna like not like he's trying to play darts, but he's gonna like toss one of his bolts into the thing onto the book to see if anything happens.
All right, you toss a bolt and nothing happens.
Okay. Whew. All right. Well, I should probably go. Take a little. Whew, this is rough. He's gonna reach in and grab his bolt and the book.
All right, as you go for the book, you can lift it up without issue. Now you can see it is bound in something you've never seen before. It's almost like a solid, but as you touch it, a dark, almost liquid-like substance begins to move across the front of it. And you can see as this liquid moves, text is revealed. I do not believe you speak another Rees, so you cannot read it.
I definitely do not. I have a few languages actually, but definitely not that one.
You see these words, but you cannot read them.
Well, he's like just kind of looking at it. This is probably valuable. And he's gonna sling it, attach it. Yeah, he'll just carry it under his arm for now. He's fine. And make his way back to wherever his point of origin was, and mark this location.
Okay. You're able to do so. You make your way back. I would say while that is happening, we'll say that you both kind of reconnect. All of you can reconnect at this point. The rest of you see Axel is dying.
He's charred, right? Right? You have
Oh.
like 7 hit
He's
points.
not
left.
charred. You could just see portions of his body just are not there anymore. As disintegrate.
Hey guys, I'm doing fine. This is great. Everything's great.
Layla's gonna reach over and cast Cure Wounds on him because she feels so bad.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah,
You-
just
you get
peachy.
14 hit points
Why?
back.
Why yes?
You are
You said
missing
parts
pieces.
of his body is gone, like cut off.
He's
No,
disintegrated.
it is as if parts of them just were erased from
Mhm.
existence.
Like he has no collarbone. he just jello
Do you
pudding
want
around
your
the
body
chest.
back to normal, Axel?
Why? What's wrong
You're
with
gonna
it?
regenerate.
You do get 14 hit points back.
Okay. Why? What's wrong with my body?
You're
And I
missing
point the
pieces of
missing
yourself.
parts.
Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
kind of know a bit of the anatomy. You're supposed to have a deltoid here, but you're missing 2 out of the 3 muscles here.
Axel starts like looking around at himself. Huh? What? Oh, that's interesting.
You look like a puzzle piece.
That's a great analogy. Aspen actually
Dewdrop,
chuckles at that. What
Dewdrop,
happened?
can you regenerate him?
Yeah, I'm going to cast regenerate, and then you get 48 plus 15 hit points back.
Like,
And any missing body parts are restored.
I'm picturing Axel walking in like one of those characters that had an explosion with their chemistry set.
looking like that dude from Back to the Future.
I'm gonna roll the 48s.
Okay.
So what happened to you?
Plus 15. So,
I found this. He pulls out the book. Interesting tome. Not really a language I'm familiar with, but it looked interesting, and I've learned in my years that when things look interesting, they're typically either valuable or useful. So, you know, I had to take it, but it was inside this really beautiful looking obsidian case, and when I pressed the button to open it, mind you, I was careful. I didn't use my finger. I used an arrow. But some
Was
magic
trapped.
shot out. Yeah, and just blasted me. And
At my current arcade level, I'm probably aware of what spell would have done this, right?
I'll take an Arcana check. DC 17.
okay.
So you get 19 plus 15 hit points back.
Wow.
Ooh, nice.
See,
Oh,
back
yeah,
up to 56, right as rain.
19. Yes, I passed.
Yep, you are aware.
Begin.
You are very lucky.
Yes.
Regan, we gotta implement a buddy system.
Well, if I didn't have
I didn't notice he left.
good luck, I'd have no luck at all, right?
Yes, you don't know how close you were to being just removed from existence. This is the disintegrate spell. It isn't like other magic attacks where if you are unconscious or supposedly die, you can get brought back due to dewdrop. If you are hit with this spell and killed, there's no coming back. Well, no. I think would Aspen be aware of a way for it to come back? Probably not. You probably would have heard of it. He would be able to bring someone back. Yeah. There's no. Oh, see, I do know. I see. He would have no. So even there's no coming back from that. Dewdrop would have been able to brought you back if you would have died from that attack. Disintegrate is an extremely powerful spell. It's no joke.
Well, I guess that's fortunate.
It is, Axel. It is fortunate. What
Now,
did you find?
This, he holds up the book. Is the cover still like doing the whole ink moving thing, or so you see the book leather bound, I guess, with the ink moving around, forming words and stuff like that in a language that I don't speak.
Aspen will cast comprehend languages to see what it says.
Oh, that's right. You have that.
You read it as the tome of self-perfection.
Self-perfection. Okay. What does it say inside of it?
I actually want to double check to see if anything happens when you read it.
Does it appear like magic based? I'm assuming it is.
I would say, well, actually, I would say you could assume so, but you didn't cast magic spell, so you don't know. You didn't cast detect magic, so you don't know. But it sounds
yeah, what-
magical.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
also a
it
concentration
looks-
spell.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's shit float around on the cover.
Mhm.
I mean, Axel doesn't need detect magic to assume that it's probably magical,
Magical.
especially after he got
Um,
blasted by magic.
So, with the as you were reading it, you can tell. I would say you're. I would say you're smart enough. You're old enough. You've been doing things long enough. You can tell that this is a very rare type of book that is capable of improving something about yourself. You think you would need to spend more time reading it to know what exactly would change, but you get the feeling that it will only work once per century.
Oh wow!
So he takes a look at it. He says, "Oh, so this will make sense. Self-perfection. This book would improve something about yourself, but it seems to only work once per century. So once you read this book and are able to improve yourself, that is it."
I guess you
Well.
can study it.
Hopefully, it
Right.
helps wisdom.
Guess I might need some language lessons.
Would he be able to read it? Does he need the language to be able to read it, or can anyone be able to read it?
You gather that anyone could read it. The words outside of the words on the title are less about they are less written in a language and more expressed magically. So as long as you take the time to comprehend it, anyone could learn what the book is telling you.
Well, fortunately, that is not an issue for you. You could be able to, just by looking through the pages, it should magically be able to improve you as a person. So,
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. It's like, wonder if I could sleep on it. Get it through osmosis.
that's the
Maybe.
option. No, you may want to wait until tomorrow because the way your body is looking right. Well, today should be fine. I don't think there's anything dangerous here. So besides traps and other items. So as long as you don't run into any enemies, you probably can be able to do it
Nothing
tonight.
major. It's fine. This place is fine.
Mm-hmm. Disintegrate says otherwise, but yeah, we
It's okay. And he just like brushes some more of himself, the dust off.
Oh, there's a birthmark. Okay, the birthmark literally just came off of you. Wow, interesting. Okay. So I guess we're done with the second tier, right? Or was there any more we could check here before we go to the third tier? Was there anything else we missed?
I mean, it's a large city, so you have not seen every single thing on this level, but you're welcome to move on if you like. Up to
Oh,
you.
we can keep looking at this level. That's fine.
You're free to make your own decisions, my friends.
How out of character? How long would it take to read the book?
48 hours, but it has to
Gotcha.
be done within 6 days, continuously.
We have to read at night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. No. You got to sit around and do it all, not just be like, oh, I read an hour here, an hour there.
So Axel and I took a look at this area. Would anyone else like to take a peek of what is in this tier before we move down?
As long as we can go together, I can roll to look.
Maybe we could split up. Some magic people with some other
No,
non-magic.
No,
What?
no.
It's
You're in between me and Regan.
Look at that! I rolled a d10.
what? It's okay. I'm okay. It's fine.
No.
You're looking kind of toasty, friend.
As Aspen picks up the nipple. No, you're not. This is not supposed to come off. He flicks it.
It's you don't know that dust is a nipple. Could have been part of my butt cheek. Who knows?
I must not really understand the element physiology if a nipple could be on the back of a butt cheek. But okay.
Well, it's all
That
dust.
is a valid
right? 'Cause
point.
That was
We don't
disintegrated,
know.
so there was no like actual pieces on the ground. It was just
So, as
Dust in the
you
wind.
all are having this very unique conversation,
you are arguing about nipples and butt cheeks.
you enter what looks to be the remains of some sort of high-class member of society, maybe a noble, maybe a government official, you aren't sure. And as you are going through this, not quite an estate, you find a room with a stand in the center. And on this stand is a black, long leather coat with an inner lining that almost seems to move as you look at it.
Well, then I got this. I'm gonna use Mage Hand to reach out and touch it before we do anything.
Reagan was gonna Eldritch Sight it.
Welcome to do both.
Okay.
Mage Hand touches the coat and nothing happens. You can tell it is magical. You aren't. The exact school of magic is a little harder to see, Reagan, but you think it's a combination of transmutation and conjuration on the coat.
It is magical. It's tough, but there seems to be transmutation and conjuration about it.
Huh.
Oh, do drop you follow this?
I'm gonna
follow
go
this?
touch it
Mm-hmm.
and
Nothing happens.
what is it again? Is it just a book? Is it a coat of
It's
arms?
a leather coat. Leather
Yeah.
coat. Long leather coat.
Yeah, like a jacket, like a duster.
It's
I'm
closer
going to
to
put it
if
on.
you've seen like a suit with tails, kind of, or I guess a leather trench coat would be closer.
Okay.
It's closer to that in design.
I'm gonna put it on.
After you prestidigitate some disco lights, and you just hear boom, 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 and blood starts coming down from the ceiling.
You put it on. It's cool.
Oh no, I've been here before.
That's it. Would you like to take the time to attune to it?
I get
Yeah,
the feeling
sure.
someone's trying to skate uphill.
I will attune to it while we're walking around.
Okay. It will take you an hour, but there you go. Are the rest of you looking for stuff while Dewdrop is taking the time to attune to magic items? What to this
Sure.
magic?
Yeah,
Reagan and
Layla.
Lula, it's
Yeah.
your turn.
Yeah, Layla would be looking around.
Oh yeah, we definitely looking around.
It's a rich person's house. Of course we are.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We can't eat the
roll me
rich.
a
We're gonna
D-
steal from them.
roll a d5 this time.
D5.
Is that okay with you?
How do you do that?
How do
How
you
we can do
say?
it on roll 20. You can do it on roll 20.
Roll.
Oh, he's
Oh.
making me use roll 20.
Oh, okay, I was like, what?
Just
I'm looking
roll a
at my dice. I'm like,
d10. Just roll a d10 and count every side. Count every two numbers as one.
That's too much.
oh.
That's too much. Yeah, we're not doing
Just
that.
use roll
I
20.
I rolled
You
it
guys
and rolled
are
a 1.
complaining about everything.
just
I rolled
don't
it and
know
rolled
how
a
to do
one.
it.
How
I
do you
don't know
do
how
it?
to
Is it slash
No,
roll?
too late. Reagan has already
slash
done it.
roll,
Reagan,
1d5.
It is done. Reagan has already done it. Reagan, you get bonus points because you
Oh, I
rolled
did it. Would you look at that?
approve of
Oh,
it.
we all
We all get
Everybody
one.
rolled a 1. Everybody rolled a 1.
This is why we don't use
That's
roll 20.
impressive. I mean, I got multiple 10s in a row, so
roll your D5, Axel.
oh, I have to roll d5 too. Okay.
This is gonna be the one you get a 5.
Let's humor ourselves. Let's see how long we can get roll 20 to do this.
Ah!
Knew it! I freaking knew it. I get more bonus points for you. Come on. I called that. I called that point blank. I said, this is the one where he's
Ursa
gonna
did
get a
call
5.
that.
So As you all are
So
going
far,
through
I've
the
maxed
house,
the last 3 rolls.
as you're going through the house, you come across what you guess to be an armory. There are still a small amount of weapons that have survived the age that are kind of scattered about on the floor. But you see on a corpse that has not moved based on the dust around it is an armor made of, I would say, all of you are old enough to have heard of this before. The mithril breastplate.
Reagan is
Why, hello.
definitely Eldritch sighting or magic.
Well, hello,
Is
Mr. Baggins.
as you use your eyes, you find it is very magical. But specifically, there are a number of glyphs and symbols that are going along the ornate metal that are almost pulsing with this kind of soft blue light.
This armor seems very fancy, and it is definitely magical.
Am I with Reagan right now?
Did you
Or
separate?
we're all separated? I think I
imagine
can't
that you-
remember. I
if
thought
you-
I figured we were all separated in the house because we're all rolling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if we went our separate ways, then
all of
okay.
you rolled, so you guys are all by yourselves. Then Reagan, that's all, he's on you, though. You find
Well, I'm with. I'll be with Ray because
Okay.
I already did my one, which was the ball.
I'll be your friend, Reagan.
Reagan's gonna summon his two-handed sword and poke the body that's wearing the armor, just to be sure. Just ooh.
Y'all kids ever
nothing
see a
happens.
dead body?
Nothing
Usually,
happens.
if an armor is of a negative faction, you would detect it the minute we enter this location, similar to when we approach the hand. So
Is that how it works, friend?
often, I'm assuming this armor is magical, but it's probably not problematic.
I was just making sure the undead wasn't feigning eternal rest.
They would be fantastic if they could go pull off a ruse this far. Yeah, looks like it's yours. I don't use armor.
Reagan will place his hands on the armor in an attempt to undo it, doff it from this dead person.
Okay. It takes you a minute or so to remove it from the body. The bones begin to kind of fade to dust as you do. But it is yours.
I suppose you really were truly sleeping. Does this require attunement?
Oh, we did hear. We saw your mouth move. We could hear.
No.
It does. Yes, it does
It does,
require
okay.
attunement.
Yeah, there's very few items in Fifth that don't require attunement for magic item use.
Well, Reagan will keep it with him and he'll start attuning to it.
Where the magic kind of. I get to your.
You think there's anything else in here?
Well, wait, just to verify, since everyone else rolled, did that mean we split up again? Was that correct?
I don't know anymore, though.
Because I think Aspen would turn around like, oh, maybe, and then probably realize that Layla, Dewdrop, and Axel was
everybody's
like,
gone.
well,
Everyone is
Well-
gone. They all dipped as soon as they had the chance.
so I guess they did not learn regarding the disintegrate spell. So here's hoping everyone has good dexterity.
Layla just talked about a buddy system, but I guess no one wants to be buddies except the two of us.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Well, my friend, I'll always be buddies with you.
Oh,
The
is
others?
Eileen with you?
Oh, Eileen, yeah,
Yes,
Eileen's
Eileen
here.
is
Oh,
still
okay.
there. Yeah, she's,
Yeah,
Okay,
Eileen's there,
still-
the three of us.
Eileen is effectively wherever Aspen goes.
All right, I just had to make sure because I did say the two of us. So I got to redact that. The three of us.
Your the magic item is on your character sheet, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
Oh gosh, who's next? Who rolled next? Is it Glyza?
Yeah.
Glazer is my favorite. You know what, Glazer? We're gonna have fun. So, Glazer, as you're moving
Yo.
around, you
Yes.
come across a jewelry box seated in
I
the
do.
middle of a table.
Okay.
It is. I will say the box. It looks a bit. If you've ever seen in real life those boxes that open and there's like the little dancer that goes round. It's one of
Yeah.
those style boxes.
I'm gonna open it.
It's
We ain't gonna make it.
finish describing the situation. We already.
What's in
It's
the
gorgeous.
box?
I
What's
like-
in the box?
It is
Open.
It is gorgeous, but there are negatives to this things.
There are no negatives to opening boxes. I proved that.
But,
I'm
But I
still
think-
alive.
I think Dewdrop is the only one that can revive people. So if she's gone, that is a problem. That is a problem.
This
I gotta get
box
some. I gotta get some levels.
takes
of
you
Ranger.
to the Dread Realms.
Make me a dexterity saving throw. Please.
I knew it. I
Sure.
knew it. Well,
Dewdrop gets swept away to Ravenloft.
hey, she
19.
went by. Okay.
Oh, it's okay. You succeeded the saving throw, so that's good.
Roll the damage. I can get
Phrasing.
roll the damage, dude, so I can get half of it. Not scared of you. I'm not scared of you.
It was only 29 points of damage.
Half, because I made it.
Yeah. See,
How much is
you
that?
guys are worried
Let me
about everything. You guys are worried about everything. So, as you open the box, a beautiful serpentine ring is on a bed of emerald cloth, we'll say. And just as you have the moment to process this, a pillar of fire erupts from the box and engulfs you. Actually, it was immolation, to be clear, not fireball.
Now I'm just picturing her opening the box and then just
Yeah. Everyone coming back toasty. Everyone coming back.
So
okay.
fortunately for you, you are not on fire. So the fire does burn you and then dissipate.
Just a little bit. I'm fine. Barely touched me.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Here, I will
It's
send
fine.
you your new item. I don't
add
identify
2
correctly.
to
It
it.
doesn't. This one does not require 2 minutes, actually.
Oh, sweet. Send it over
There you
then.
go.
What?
There you go. There you go. Everybody's happy.
Oh.
Is it Ari's turn next?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
You also rolled a one.
Ari, I need you to roll a D100 for me, please.
Why does I stick all my dice up? I like this.
You know what? If she takes the hit, she deserves it because she's the one who said the buddy system and
You
then went on her
know,
own.
you know, that's
There's no wow. There's no glory
Okay.
at all.
everything is fine.
Deserves it.
66. Appropriate.
yes, clearly appropriate.
She's missing a whole other 6. It's
Mhm.
fine.
This would be great. You go back to meet your mom.
Okay.
Yoink.
As you are traveling, Layla, you come across a room that is just as ornately designed, but in the center of it is this beautiful prismatic colored rug. It's about 5 by 7.
Look here, I'm going to level with you. You're probably something very dangerous. I'm gonna take a piece of paper out of my bag, crumple it up, and throw it on the rug to see if anything moves.
Nothing happens.
Scooting a little closer to Mage Hand, try and shake it.
Shake it. It's fine.
Suspicious. I'm gonna walk around the rug to search the room.
Walk around it. Nothing happens. The rest of the room, from what you can see, likely held painting and other art, but whatever the actual items were have been destroyed over time. You can see there is a frame on the wall that is mostly decayed. There is some various pieces of furniture that have either broken or are kind of just falling apart as you touch it. It's just the rug that seems to have survived.
I'm gonna guess that you're magical. That's how you survived. You're either going to smother me. You're probably gonna smother me if I put my foot on you. I really should have went with the buddy system on this. She's gonna gently tap it with her foot. With her
Nothing
hand on
happened.
her dagger.
Nothing happened.
I'm overthinking this. She's gonna try and like pull it a bit.
It moves.
Lift it up to see if there's anything under it.
No.
Thought this would be more exciting. Axel got hit by a disintegrate ray. Survived. I find barren posters and stuff and a rug. That's obviously something, but doesn't interact with anything. Dang it, where's Regan and Aspen? They would know what this is. She's gonna walk across the rug as she's on her way out.
Wait, do you take the rug with you or you leave the rug there?
Oh, she's dragging the rug with her.
Oh, okay.
She gets to the she walks across and drags it out the door with her because she's like, I don't know what this damn thing is. Something's
guess
going
we
on
done.
with it.
All right. You drag the rug through the remains of this house, definitely destroying things as you pass them, but that's all right. But I would say I would say you know where Aspen and Regan were originally, so finding them is not that difficult. And you come across them you come across them just as they're leaving the room, just as Regan finishes attuning to their new armor.
Oh, come on! Oh, I found this rug.
Oh,
Sure. I'll
Listen.
give it a look.
Okay, I will level with you. I've stepped on it, I've poked it, I've touched it. It hasn't moved, but it was the only thing like surviving within that room, so it's something weird about it. But it
you
doesn't
did
seem
not get attacked. You're not missing like half of your horn, or your. Do you have a tail, or do your boobs get cut off? Like what happened? Nothing happened.
That'd be horrendous.
I'm just checking. People
my
are
tail
losing
is
body.
still here.
Okay, just making sure.
That is important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Looking.
so you use detect magic. The rug is very much magical. Magic. This spell is transmutation.
Let me find out it's from Agrabah. We gonna fight. Hey, Carpet. How you doing, buddy?
Arethian Nights.
As you say carpet, you notice the carpet goes stiff and begins to float off the ground.
Well, you know it's
Carpet!
magical.
It's flying carpet.
Transmutation.
Hell yeah.
Well, now we have another way to fly. Who wants to ride on a carpet?
I do. But Layla found it.
Layla, you now have the ability to fly. Congratulations.
How many people can we fit on this thing?
One. It says 5 by. You said 5 by 7, right?
Yeah, 5 by 7. It could hold about 600 pounds. So you could probably put 2, maybe 3 if you lay across that one person lays across the other 2 people. You know, maybe
Let's
you do
test this
that.
out. Let's go find Axel and Dewdrop. Come on, guys, let's ride it.
See how much
I
we
can
can put on
show
her.
you the world.
Standing straight, like just
I'm not
standing
trying to get-
tall and
I'm trying to
hugging
get
each
sued by
other.
the-
The
I'm not trying to
worst
get
way
sued
to
by
fly.
Disney, dog. Sure. So you guys all actually,
to fly.
actually, if whoever has the well, actually no, I'll say it's fine. You all get all together. Sure. You it's difficult trying to control it through the remains of this house, and you end up going through the walls a few times, but
Ow.
you are able to do it. You are able to find
Reagan would have
both-
stick that arm around you and block you with the armor.
Are they able to find me before I find whatever it was I was apparently found?
Actually, no, because this is funnier in my opinion.
It's all happening simultaneously, pretty much. So
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I imagine we hit Dewdrop next before you.
Axel, this is the last
Yes.
item. This is the last item here. You find yourself into what looks to be come across what looks to be a latch in the floor, and as you pull it up, you find a staircase leading down. Do you follow?
what do I see down there?
With your dark vision, because you're an elf, you see that it is a stone flooring with a. From where you are, you would just be able to see that the ground is made out of stone. So
You cut out, Ree.
Your gate is strong today. Hey, it's been cutting out a lot of your words. Uh-oh.
Now we can't hear you at all.
you guys should be able to hear me now.
Now we can
now
hear
we
you. Yeah.
can. Now we can.
Okay. So yeah, so you from what you can see that the ground and the walls are made out of stone, but that's all you can see from this angle.
Okay. Axel's gonna squint at the stairwell, trying to see if he can see anything else.
Just solid stone stairs.
Look on Ari's face.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay.
Axel's like, is the floor in this room? I know you said there's a wooden trap door. Is the rest of the floor in this room wooden?
In the room you're in, yes, but once you go down, it becomes stone.
Yeah, stone.
But the
Yeah.
room you're in is wood. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Axel is gonna take out a dagger and stick it in the floor next to the trap door, and he's gonna start going down. And very slowly, and like looking or like trying to get a better view of like what's going on down there before, he's like not just rushing down the stairs. And kind of like, what's happening?
Okay.
What's the saving throw?
Roll an investigation check, my good friend.
Let's see if we get anything better this time. A 12.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you everything looks good. The wood is solid. The stone is also solid. It's all solid. It looks quality stone. Maybe they got it from a good quarry nearby. Looks good.
That's pretty solid. What else like do I see in the room or in the area as I'm coming down? Like anything obvious? Is it just a blank room
I will
with
say,
nothing?
once you get down to that final stairs, you do see there's only one thing in this room. There is a podium in the center with a glass case on top, and from this distance, you can see that whatever is inside of it is covered in some sort of cloth. But at this distance, it's hard to tell anything more than that.
Axel's gonna shoot it with his crossbow.
Okay. Pull out your crossbow. You shoot it. It hits the glass, but the glass does not break.
Axel's gonna slowly creep into the room and try to, you know, he knows that he doesn't think there's traps, but he also doesn't trust it.
Very well.
He's gonna be like
Very
tiptoeing.
Well. Very well. You tiptoe on inside and nothing happens. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get the
You
nail
get
biting.
all the way to the glass and nothing happens.
Does it look like there's any switches or buttons or
No.
anything
Once now
on
that
the
you're
thing?
up on it, you can see that there is just a latch that could be lifted from what you can tell.
You're just lifting a latch last time.
I didn't lift the latch last time. I pressed a button last time.
Sorry.
Sorry. How big is the latch?
Pretty small. It's from what you can tell, there's like a hole in one part of it and then a piece of metal that goes through. So you'd just be, pulling it apart.
So is it like the latch has like a little tiny hole on it?
Yeah. So basically, it's almost like there's two parts to the lock. There's one that has kind of a little metal piece coming off of it, and then one that has a hole. And then when the metal piece goes through the hole, it's closed, and you'd be pulling it out.
Okay. Well, Axel's going to reach into his stuff, and he's going to get out a ball of string that he's going to use to tie through the little tiny hole in the latch.
Okay. Tie it up.
He might be a little paranoid after not seeing any traps last time and getting blasted.
Understandable.
And as much as the player wants chaos, Axel would be a little more cautious.
Of course.
He's so we'll go ahead and get that in there and tie a nice little knot around like the thing so it seems secure without moving the latch as best he can. And then he's gonna like carefully, gently kind of like unwind it as he walks toward the stairs. And then he's going to go up and out of the trap door. And he's gonna tug on the string as much as he can until he like can't anymore. It comes loose.
It takes you a few tries, but nothing happens. You can kind of hear the case
click.
open, yeah. But other than that, it's fine.
Okay. Axel is going to continue to exercise an abundance of caution as he puts down the oh no, he's gonna cut the string and bring the rest of it with him and go carefully try to look at the podium that is now apparently open.
An investigation check.
Dun, 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 dun. It's always good when you have to make a second investigation check. 15.
If you look.
Still great.
Yeah, it's fine. You can see now that the glass case is removed, there is a. It looks to be silk, though it seems to be completely unaffected by the passage of time. It looks perfectly perfectly new.
Just a
And
piece
then
of
you
silk.
can see, well, you can see that the silk is over covering what looks like a small square. But from what you can see, it's about this big and pretty thick, maybe just this thick as well. Um,
So the silk is covering a square object. Does the object
Yeah.
have a color? Or
you can't tell. You can't tell
it's-
the color through this silk.
Oh,
Well, we'll say
okay.
it's a
It's
silk
just
sheet, not a piece of a silk sheet that is over top it.
oh, gotcha. Okay. Um. Vassal's gonna go, and he's going to tie a loop of string around the object, as if this wasn't predictable.
Okay. So
While leaving the silk
as
on top of it.
you go to tie the silk string around it, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. As
Best laid
you
plans.
go to slip the string around it, you hear what sounds like a rush of air, and then blinding
Oh!
white light explodes.
Wait, no, I wouldn't have worked last time because I couldn't see the thing. I get would like so the last time with the disintegrate thing, right? We'll just pause and get back to this. Would it count if the thing if the was the trap coming from like the box in front of me where I could see it? I'm just wondering if uncanny dodge would have even mattered in that respect. I also have evasion, and I completely forgot about that. I just forgot because it almost never comes up.
I would say it not for the last one. They wouldn't.
It doesn't
have
matter
worked
for the
because
last
you wouldn't
one.
have seen it coming. I would say you've been taking an abundance of caution for like the last 30 seconds. So I would say you're very ready for something to happen. So I'm gonna let your heroic abilities count. You have been very clear about the amount of caution you are taking. So, yes, you're
In case somebody didn't hear, we put up a disclaimer about the caution being exercised.
This is very cautious. So make a dexterity save, and then all of your features will work for this.
And so I think it would just be evasion because I think uncanny dodge only works on attacks. Like if I see an attacker, I can cut the damage in half.
Yeah,
which is nice because it's like evasion for attacks.
Mm-hmm. All right,
So,
let's see how you do. Axel.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we get something higher than like a 5. Well, it should be a 6. Nope, 24.
Success. I believe on a success you don't take any damage.
That's correct. At least with evasion-based stuff.
So, almost preternaturally, you react as what you see doesn't make any sense to your brain, but the instincts you've honed over the years save you. As for a moment, it looks like a star is born and explodes mere inches from where you had been standing. The room is bathed in light to the point where it's as if the device that Aspen found earlier was just arrived in the middle of this room. And then the effect is over, and you've managed to avoid the damage and avoid being blind. So that's very, very fortunate for you.
It's a twofer.
Yeah, it could have been very bad. It could have been very bad. The rest of you heard an explosion.
While after the explosion happens and I've avoided it, I'm gonna try to quickly snatch the item and run out of the room.
All right, you snatch it up and go.
Ah,
Is
damn
it-
it, it's Axel.
Oh yeah, of course.
He comes.
Why am
He
I
comes.
not?
Does
Why
it
am I not
as I come?
surprised?
Do they get there like as I'm walking out of the trap door with like probably smoke or something, like
Yeah.
rising up out of the?
Hmm.
Check for damage.
He looks okay.
All
I'm
right.
fine.
Seems fine.
Little sweaty, but
Well, I'm glad you didn't lose any body parts this time.
you know, me too.
What did you find out?
Well, I'm not sure yet because I just got it, but let's see as he pulls up his hand. And just I'm assuming it's got the silk thing draped over it still. And as he removes the silk, he reviews he reveals a cube from Hellraiser. Looks like it's got a puzzle.
Find, you reveal a deck of 44 cards.
Oh my! Oh
No!
my!
Oh, ah, damn!
It's
You need a few more, and you can do 52 pickup.
it's because I mentioned it at the beginning of the session.
Oh
Oh.
wow. Well,
We ain't gonna last long.
I believe
And
you've
I'm
all
looking at it and I
heard
go,
stories of this deck of cards, most of
D-
which are mysteries. Some are true.
have I heard these stories?
I would say you've all heard the stories. You've all been alive long enough that you've probably heard someone mention a deck of cards that can bring a ruin or positive things. Many stories, some of which are true, some of which are not.
Aspen will subtle spell cast message to Layla says, I think he's the last person that should have received it. We might be in trouble. We may
Layla's-
be-
Layla just gets the message and just lays down on her flying carpet, like.
Well, Axel, I hope you are aware of what that item is. It can bring fame, or it could bring fame or ruin to whoever picks whatever one of the cards. So, I'm not your pappy, I'm not your mama. You could do whatever you like.
You do whatever you like.
Gotcha. Save it for an emergency.
If you would like, it's your choice. I just wanted to warn you in case you were not aware of that item. The items, those cards, can bring great fortune or misfortune depending upon what you pick from the deck. It's very random. It's up to your choice when you decide to do it.
Oh, Sherry, I've been waiting a long time for this.
About to become a name for myself.
So, Axel, do you draw a card from the deck?
He's looking at it. He's like, he's trying to remember the stories. He's just sitting there going,
Not we.
why? Why was this? Why? Who would trap? Are the story's true? As he starts to try and grab one of the cards, he's like, but then he's like, no. We'll wait for later. Maybe. We'll see. And he keeps looking at it.
Oh, go ahead and pull one. You've already almost been blown up once today.
Why are you risking fate? Okay, we do not. We saw how close
We
he
might
was to
get
death.
something good. He might
Axel
get something
says, well, you know what Layla wants, Layla gets, as he pulls a
No.
card out.
Not always.
So, how many cards do you intend to pull?
He's
You
just gonna pull one.
declare.
She
You
said
just wanna
pull
pull
one.
All right. Do you want to roll a D100 or should I roll a D100 for you?
No. I started this. I should finish it.
All right, roll a D100 for me, please.
Look here, if we go out, it goes out with a bang.
Or a
Well,
fizzle.
he goes out with a bang.
A 4.
4 out of a D100. Oh, this is gonna be great.
It's
Not the
I-
number for death.
the
I
list
hate
is
it,
so
yeah.
random. It's literally like spread out all over the place.
Could be something
And
real good.
I also don't know
thinking
if they
positively.
changed it in 5th edition, like if they changed the list around.
I'm
As
hoping
you
for something
pull
positive.
This card. Wait, did
That's
you
the
say-
worst that can happen.
Wait, which number? What number did you say? 4.
4.
You pull a card with the image of a book on the front. And as you do, the rest of you watch as a stream of information enters Axel's mind. Axel, you learn 7 new languages of your choice.
Oh,
How many?
that's
7.
7. Any new nice.
Hey.
7 languages. You can pick Netherese if you would like as well. Irrelevant.
Would he even know what that? That would probably be the first thing that he would do. I'll have to pick out the rest later. That would probably be the first one, just because he saw it recently on the other book. So that would probably be like the first thing he would think of. And then as for the others, I'll have to think about that. I can't pull 7 languages out of my ass.
Does anyone else wish to pull cards from the deck?
Oh no.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
That's all.
I don't know. I'm kind of
Good
interested.
Your drop. I
That's
I
why
kind
they're
of want to
married.
do it.
That's why they're married.
I
Okay,
have
now I get it.
presented you
Now I get it.
an
Now I get
opportunity
it.
for chaos.
Now I get it. Now I get
I
it.
kind of want it. Let's do it.
How many cards do you intend to draw?
Oh, just one.
Just one.
Feel like
All
one
right.
is good.
Roll me a D100.
All right.
Roll your fate.
47.
Ooh.
Blackjack.
Okay. As you pull a card, you find it bearing the image of a sage, and you feel almost in the furthest sections of your mind a connection to something or someone. And at any time of your choosing within the next year, you may ask a question and receive a truthful answer to that question. The information also is presented in a way that you know how to use it.
Ah. Well, I'm just collecting mummies now, aren't I?
Right? 2 cards have been drawn.
Axel turns to
I'm
Reagan. Reagan?
Ugh, this you know that's unfair. You know that's unfair. Reagan would do it. Reagan would do it.
He just watched Dewdrop do it.
How many cards do you intend to draw?
1.
All right, roll me a D100.
I hate it here.
To be fair, the chances of catastrophic failure are fairly small, but
50.
not 0.
Right down the middle.
Uh-oh.
I don't like the fact that he smiled.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like the fact that
Hey,
he
y'all
smiled.
risk fate. Y'all risk
I
fate. But you don't
will
wanna-
remember you.
This is my
Let's go
this is my
ahead.
personal favorite, actually.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
This is one of
Why
the
am I-
best ones.
I feel like by the time we're done, Axel's going to turn into Deadpool.
We just check this. So, I can confirm for you that you do indeed need to have row 20 open.
It is open. I'm
As
looking.
you
Oh
draw,
no.
you draw a card with the image of death.
Oh no!
As the card forms in your hand, it flies away. The card grows until it's 10 feet tall and then emits a bone gray colored light. And a humanoid skeleton clad in tattered black and red robes, carrying a spectral scythe, appears.
Yay.
I need a
Axel's
little
going to
initiative.
shoot at it.
Oh, we got rolling.
I'm gonna
As,
have
This thing.
enough time to finish this today.
as the skeleton appears, it says in a voice and language that you all of you understand. Let none interfere. And as we begin, I think that's going to be a great time to end our episode for this week.
I hate that y'all tempted Reagan. Oh, because he totally would.
This is the full definition of if I jump off the bridge, my friend's going to jump off the bridge with me. Jesus
It's
Christ.
the fact that two
I mean,
people drew from it, and Reagan goes, "Oh, maybe it's a deck of good things."
No, Aspen
I mean,
specifically said there's kind of he said there's a horrible aspect that can happen to it. He was like, "Hey, y'all can do what y'all want. I ain't your mama or your pappy."
it is a deck of many good things and some bad things. You know,
What did the skeleton mean when he says "let none interfere"? Was he asking that this was meant to be like a one-on-one fight or something like that? What does that mean?
That'll be in the episode. Hold on. Yeah, we're just gonna end
Hold on.
here. I think that was perfect. The perfect ending. You know,
Oh.
I don't really think
Okay.
we need anything else.
Mhm.
So
You know, I
I'll
feel
go
like
ahead.
that is a perfect ending, and then we can come back in season whatever and start the battle. I feel like that's a perfect ending.
will Reagan live? Will Reagan die? Nobody knows for sure.